Happy Friday to you. It is Friday, right?
Yep.
It's
all day.
Friday,
All again.
day. And Taylor's here. And Taylor's coming here right now. She wants to know what's going on here.
Come see.
So yes, you're going to see Taylor today because she's so cute. So there she is.
Say good morning.
Say hello.
Who's that on the computer? Is it
Morning, Lori. Good morning, Jeff.
Nana? Pop, Taylor. Say buenos dias, everybody.
Who else? Jeff. 9/11. That's right. Good morning, Monica.
Taylor's saying buenos dias.
Yeah, I remember this morning we went to work. I was working in Red Deer at the time, and everybody was watching the news because it was crazy. Morning, Rhonda. She is a cutie, and so's Taylor. I mean, Taylor is too. She is too,
you're
right?
good this morning.
Yeah. So, and I remember hello, Lori. So she says, hello, Miss Taylor.
Yeah, everybody's saying, good morning, Taylor.
And I knew the world was different. I mean, we were watching it, first of all, it was just unflipping believable. And it was just, we knew it was going to be different. And all kinds of travel was canceled. That's ultimately how we found ourselves in Mexico. Believe it or not, September 11th is what led us to Mexico. I lost my job. It was just all of this crazy stuff was going on. And I said, you know what? If not now, when? When? So that's how we ended up here in 2003 because of September 11th, 2001. Yep, there you go. That's the travel poop. It's travel poop. So yes, good morning, Lori. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Rita.
Silly Papa.
Yes, I am silly. Yes.
Ooh, that almost landed in
I don't know if we can do this for half an hour, play with Taylor, but
I can, but
she can, yeah. Absolutely.
Like our guest, yes. Ouch. Oh, that hurt. Taylor, you know what? This has plastic on it, and that hurts Nana.
Yes, so Marty says, yes, everyone knows where they were. Very true. Like your guest this morning. So thank you. We like her too. Right, Taylor? Do we like you?
No,
Do we love you?
Taylor. Love you, yes.
So
she said this morning, so where's Taylor's papaya?
Yeah. So the rotten part about September 11th was all of the rules that were implemented.
We
were traveling by air. It used to be nice.
Say bye-bye, everybody. I'm going to go watch my show.
Say bye-bye.
Okay.
Before DHS took over the world, and you had to actually, now you walk through and you do this, and they scan you with X-rays, but they say it doesn't hurt you. But yeah, okay, it's not them doing it all the time. So yeah, it is a different world now, and I'm really kind of upset about that because it's
okay. I've got a really big cup of coffee.
It's a good world. Happy Friday, Keith.
Yes. So this morning I was up early.
How early were you up?
7.
That's not early.
Well, we were to bed late, though.
You're in bed like 10:30, 11. You were in bed. You went to bed like, boom.
Apparently, don't forget.
And you were snoring so loud. I had to actually ask her, can you kind of turn around so I can sleep tonight?
Oh, no, that was the other way around. I had to wake you up to stop you from snoring. That was last night,
yes, because I was on my back at that point. But yeah, to get to sleep, it was pretty rough. So yeah, she'd had a little bit of imbibing, and I think it helped you fast.
We had some friends over. April and Bill were over last night, and
excuse me.
What do you want? Yeah, well, they can't see, you can't see them, only they can see you.
Yeah, she's not used to this.
No. So, yeah, so it was a nice, we had dinner. I made it's like a chicken pizza casserole, basically, is what it was. Yeah, I did mention it yesterday, so I ended up putting pineapple on it. For all you pineapple on pizza haters, the pineapple made it. It was amazing.
It really was amazing. So Taylor's only used to seeing people looking at her when she's talking to them, and she's like, why is nobody here?
Yeah.
So yes, good morning, Eva. She is adorable. You are adorable. Watch this. We do this all the time to her. Watch.
Already?
3,
2, 1.
Yes.
She wipes her mouth. We didn't kiss your mouth.
Nah. She does like that.
Hey, can you tell everybody you pooped on the potty?
Rhonda loves pineapple on pizza.
I know.
Any type of pizza.
Me too.
Yeah, on the shrimp pizzas, like shrimp with pineapple. Love.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. So, anyways, so it was a very nice dinner. We sat upstairs on our deck through the rain. I mean, the rain didn't get us, of course, but
it was insane how heavy the rain was.
Yeah, so it was very comfortable up there. Because last time they were here, they were too cold because of the air conditioning. So,
and they have air conditioning.
And they do have air conditioning. They just don't use it.
Good morning,
we like
Wendy.
it.
Yeah.
Grandma and Grandpa, yeah.
We love her.
Nana and Pop Pop, right? Is that who we are, Nana and Pop Pop?
She's watching herself.
She is. That's where I get it from.
Yeah.
Or she gets it from me, maybe. And so today...
Our noses are really sniffly today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today we have Taylor until whenever we decide to get rid of her.
And we have a 5 o'clock meeting today.
And we have a 5 o'clock appointment.
That's it.
That is I have to do some tax stuff. So I will do some paperwork while she's napping, probably.
Okay. Why taxes? Oh, yeah. I guess it has to be done by, I think, the 17th.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Taxes. Yeah, in
They
Mexico.
have to be done. They're done monthly
We
with
do
the
monthly
corporation.
in Mexico. And you have to pay your taxes every single month.
Oof.
Oh, boy.
She wants to stay with us. So I'm going to turn her around to see if... Oh,
No, don't hit that, hon. That's
here,
gonna
let's
be
move
loud.
this over. There we go. Because you're too heavy for Nana to hold the whole time. So there. So that's kind of our thing today. And then tomorrow, it's another day. We actually have weekend plans now.
We do. It is going to be fun. And I think our kids are involved.
Potentially.
And grandkids.
I imagine we'll have Taylor for sure. I don't know how much time Zach and Chuita will be able to stay because of church and stuff, but we're going to go and stay at April and Bill's house because they have all these rentals and nobody is here till Tuesday, I think, is their first rental back. So we're going to go stay there, do some pool time.
She's clapping right now.
Have food. Whoops.
She is darling Leandra. Absolutely. So yes, I feel sorry for anybody who has more than 6 children when they start having grandkids, because then you're just like craziness. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine what it's going to be like.
She wants to sit. Okay.
I wouldn't mind taxes every month, easier than
Yeah.
that exact day. It kind of is, except we have to pay the accountant every month. And he does a lot of work for us. I mean, Christie hardly does anything. She just essentially takes all the receipts and is like, here, you do your thing. And in Mexico, we have to get 2 receipts. So let's say you go to Costco. In Canada, you take your Costco receipt, give it to your accountant. In Mexico, that's step 1. You take the receipt. Now you have to go and you have to get an official tax receipt. It is crazy here. So then when you get the official tax receipt, that gets sent to the government immediately. They already know. So it is so weird here.
Yeah, it is. But it makes it easy. I mean, it does make it easy. Just wait, Taylor.
When she says it makes it easy, it just makes it like they're watching everything we do.
They're watching everything we do anyways.
And every purchase over 2,000 pesos cannot be cash. Cash can only 2,000 pesos and under. It's about 150 Canadian, 100 American. So it is kind of odd.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have 2 children, but don't see grandbabies in my future. Sorry, Lori, but you can see a grandbaby right here when you come down. So we've got 2 right now. What's the corporate tax rate like? Oh, it's over 30%. So it is, but at the same time, our corporation takes care of everything in our life, except food. Mm-hmm. Eyeglasses, write off, clothing, write off.
We can't even write off dinners with clients unless we are 50 kilometers away from our office.
And the nice thing is
crazy.
Our corporation pays for all of our vehicles. We don't have to track mileage, etc.
Travel, it pays. Yeah. So you know what? Nama is on. You want to say hi to Nama? Here, stand up and say, good morning, Nama. She calls my mom Nama. N-A-M-A.
And she made that word up.
Yeah.
So it's not Nana and it's not Mama. It's Nama.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she made that up. So pretty proud of that. And the Nama is very proud of that too.
Mm-hmm.
Restaurants here are mostly covered. The only restaurants we get paid for is I think it's like 60 kilometers or 50 kilometers away from our
So if we're
area.
out of town, we can write off our meals. And so to take a client out, we can't, it's not a write-off to take a client out, which, we're realtors. Who doesn't take their clients out? So it's silly. Oh, and Nama says, I love you, Taylor.
She says she loves you too.
Well, she probably heard, but
yeah. Say I love you, Nama. Okay.
We'll call Nama after, okay? And you can talk to her and you can see her.
So I'm going to just go. Should we set her up, or are we going to just leave her here for now?
Do you want to go watch TV? Yeah. Okay, Nana will take you.
Yeah. So we've heard about Netflix has Cuties, I think it's called, and a lot of people are upset because these are 10, 11-year-old children that they're filming like they're grown adults, and it's pretty disgusting. So, hello, Sheila, good morning to you, and especially when you have grandkids. I mean, it's, and kids, obviously, but what a crazy world we live in right now where everything is all about sex. That's sex. So it really is bothersome that we live in that world. I mean, here, even in Mexico, it's warm all the time, so the clothing is kind of less, but it's more so by necessity. So it is, it's just a crazy world. We've got COVID. What a stupid world. Now I'm just mad again.
Why? I leave for 2 seconds.
I'm just mad, honey. COVID. Idiot politicians. What are you drinking? She is drinking something she should not be having. It's just carbonated water. But you should.
I have to prove it. Bin.
And I'm just having half a cup of coffee because, I like coffee some days. The coffee's kind of weak. Morning, Kathy. You just missed Taylor.
Yeah.
So
you'll be able to, you can watch her on the replay.
Yeah. She really is a cute kid.
She is.
And Amberlynn, also adorable. Just watched a video with Glenn Beck. He was Glenn Beck. Yeah.
So sarcastic.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So, yeah.
Anything going on here today other than our 5 o'clock appointment? And I think we'll check in. I mean, because it's always nice to be at the beach.
Yeah.
And take a photo or
so we might go a little early and...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was talking about the new sex curriculum. My cousin Mike may have a case of COVID-19. He's a cop.
Oh.
Yeah. It's still rare for people to get it, which is a shame.
And rarer for them to die.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yes. 99.8% of the people who get COVID will live.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you guys, we know a couple here. They're a little older.
Yeah. Older than us. And that's hard.
And they had COVID, both of them, and they're fine, living their best lives. They are 100%. So
yeah, can't figure out what the heck. I mean,
I'm happy for them. That's awesome.
When you get the flu, oops, people die. It's sad, but it's true.
Yep.
And if I die, it's probably Christie's hands, but it could be COVID.
I'm sure it'll be COVID. Boy, I have bags under my eyes. I didn't put really much makeup on this morning.
If I have knives coming out of my back, Christie will try and convince you it was COVID.
Still need to see Bucerius from the sky. Yeah, well, it's been rainy and windy, so he can't set that drone up until it calms down. So,
but yeah, I will get it done. My batteries are charged. My drone's batteries are charged and ready to go.
Yeah, so we just have to wait for it to be not rainy, first and foremost, and then not windy, secondly.
Yeah, but the wind hasn't been terrible. It's just more so the rain. The roads are horrible right now. I mean,
They are,
I complain
like,
about it all the time, but they're getting
ridiculous,
worse and worse and worse.
Well,
and
every
worse.
time it rains, they get worse, and so
There's one patch of streets on the dirt road where it's this street to this street where it's pretty smooth, and that's it. I mean, over the whole flipping town. And I don't know why those people's road are so straight. Like it's a lovely road there. We should go buy a house there on that stretch.
No,
just so we can
I'm not doing this again.
Yeah. These people who move and repair and do stuff, I admire that because you got to have a vision because it's hard work. And I mean, husband, wives fighting, crashing, dying, crying.
None of us died. None of us crashed.
It's work. I mean, this is a year and a half our house was under construction, and it does not feel like a year and a half's worth of work. It feels like maybe 4 months. Maybe. Oh, so it's you who took the rain. It's beautiful here now again.
It rains all summer here. It's not unusual.
And it could rain. Well, usually it's just a couple hours a day if it's going to rain. Now, on the other side of the bay, it could rain 3 to 10 times more than this side of the bay.
Hi, Lori. How are you? 98 days and counting till you're back. That's awesome.
Cool.
That's awesome. And to your newly renovated house or condo.
We have right now, I think we're 56 or 57 days till the American election. So all of this can end. All of it. I'm just saying that this is what it's all about. And this is why, I mean, if you cross the state line, completely different response. Although they do have the Malecon blocked off. They've got police tape all along the Malecon, and it's been there for a few weeks. And people are like taking pictures over it.
Someone asked us yesterday if there's going to be any Day of the Dead celebrations, and I don't know. I don't know if there is.
They would be stupid to block that because that's like ingrained in the culture.
So is Independence, the Grito, and they're not doing that apparently.
So what happens?
I don't know.
What happens on Day of the Dead is they go to honor their relatives. So the cemetery is
their deceased
relatives.
Making bread and butter pickles. I love bread and butter pickles. I actually bought them when we were in Canada because you can't get them here.
So you need marigolds. I think it's marigolds, right? Is what they're called, marigolds. Everybody sells those. Like it's an industry, marigolds. And people will cut them off the side of the road. They will sell them. They will bring them in. And every small town will have marigolds all over near the cemetery. And then they bring the favorite food of the person who is dead, deceased, no more, whatever you want to call it. And then they party. That's it.
Yeah, and potentially we'll be in either Oaxaca or Puebla during Day of the Dead this year.
That'd be fun. I mean, when you're in the colonial towns, where you're in cemeteries that have been there for 400 or 500 years, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, and 65 days for Shelley and Randy to get down here. That's awesome. And I know Clem and Sandra, who I don't think are on right now, but they're coming down too soon. About that same time, I think, Randy.
So if you watch Coco is actually a great representation of Day of the Dead here in Mexico. Because we watched that show and the video, it was stunning. The images were stunning. It was like, we felt like we've been to every one of the places that they showed, except obviously the Oaxaca heaven place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Halloween. I don't know what's going to happen for Halloween. All of those things. Who knows? They're probably going to try to cancel Christmas.
Well, apparently in LA, they tried to cancel it and then they walked it back. I think people were very angry. It's just people are getting pissed off.
But nobody got angry when they closed the churches. But when they try to cancel Halloween, everybody's shit got tied in a knot. Excuse me.
Whoa.
I know.
Your granddaughter's right there. Good morning, Sandra. I can't believe you said that. Yeah. But yeah, everybody's getting angry. Yeah. So that's why when I say to remember to love one another, be kind to one another, because everybody is angry right now.
Yeah, people really are.
I'm flipping up to my in anger all the time with this COVID stuff, and it's just more the
he
stupidity.
has his moments too. I know. I was talking to. We did a showing yesterday, and I talked about it a little bit because we did this after the showing. Thank you, Lori. But the owner of the house, she said, "Yeah, people, no matter what your opinion is, you're wrong. They're right, and they get mad at you."
Yeah.
So
here's what I do know: the politicians have no clue. The scientists, well, they have ideas and guesses.
But things
Nobody
keep
knows.
changing.
The experts keep changing their minds. And if the experts keep changing their minds, why the hell are they experts? What are they experts of? Idiocy? Well, because at the beginning, masks were not necessary. Then they were. Now they're not necessary again. But the politicians are kind of like, no, we still need masks.
Lori thinks she's staying with us.
Yeah. Well, Al can't come. That's sad.
Yeah.
It is sad. That's the problem when you're an asset of the government, or the government relies on you.
Or sometimes just forget the T.
Wow.
Not saying that that's what Al is.
No, but when you're an asset of the government.
Oh, Mom, you are a rebel.
That's wow. I went into Superstore without a mask on. Yeah. I'm kind of like with Christie. Maybe you should put a mask on. I don't want him to see you and fall in love. See what I did there? Oh, that's good. I like that one.
Oh, Mother.
Yeah, you're right, Eva. You are.
You'd be proud of me, John, not you're proud of me. Yeah. Thank you. This is a mug. This is true Talavera from Puebla. I showed this on one of our shows a while ago, I think.
Now, we bought this 5 years ago. It was 500 plus pesos just for that.
And it's huge. It is a big, it's a big mug.
And the studio that made this has been doing Talavera for 400 years. That's a long time for that family to be doing this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. When you start getting into colonial Mexico, you're seeing families that do all of this stuff, and it's just been passed down.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is incredible. And it stops being that cheap, touristy, schlocky stuff and starts to be the good stuff. This one here is huge. It's a huge cup.
It's a big... Oh, hi, sweetheart. You want to come back and say hi again? Okay, come here.
Oh, she may have to go to the bathroom.
Do you have to go pee? She already peed and pooped on a potty.
It is, but it's beautiful. Yes, thank you. I even asked a pharmacist a question, and she never mentioned I have no mask. Yeah, I know. Noelle likes your mug also.
Thanks, Noelle.
So, yeah, your mug is good. It's Talavera.
It is Talavera. Now, there's a lot of versions of Talavera.
But in real Talavera, there's only so many colors. So it's like 5 colors.
It's because they use natural paints for the real Talavera. You're going to sit here again? Okay. Let Nana move her cup. There we go.
Yeah. The only problem with a grandkid is you're always worried, like she's going to fall. She's going to hurt herself. Zach's like, when they were our kids, it was like they'd fall in the concrete. And we're like, get up, walk it off. With grandkids, you're always worried about brain damage.
She had a bath and she smells good.
Nice. Blue and white. Yes, the colors. No, well, blue and white are, I don't know if the white is a color. Maybe it is.
This is cream, actually. And I think it's the color of the clay.
Yeah. We should do a thing on Talavera. When we go, we should go to a Talavera factory.
I would love to. Was there some in Oaxaca, or do we have to go to Puebla for that?
I don't know. Like in Puebla, there's lots of Talavera factories.
How did that TV get louder?
I don't know. What did you do, Taylor? Excuse me.
You're so cute. So yes, for those of you that have grandkids, they're a lot of fun. We really enjoy spending time with our little princesses. Amberlyn, this morning when I went over there, had just woken up, so she was still she was still in her crib. And she's looking and she's looking. Oh, you want to go see Coco Melon? Okay, you go see Coco Melon. So she's standing up in her crib and she's looking and I don't go to their house a lot. Normally they come here, but I went this morning because, yes, that is how you spell Taylor. Chuita and Zach had to be at church early this morning and they were doing the church's prayer thing online, so they didn't want the kids there because it would just be distracting, as you can see. And so I went there this morning to stay until the girls were woken up and ate breakfast and, blah, blah, blah. And then, but Amberlynn's looking at me, and then it's Nana, and big smile. Geek question. What camera are you using for your streams?
For the streams, you only need like an older Sony Alpha, the A5300, A6000. The lens really is what defines this. And then I've got a 4K input in my computer, but you can use a 1280. I have a little thing that I paid like $30 for, something off of Amazon that you plug into the camera. But yeah, it's a Sony. I use an Alpha 6400, but I only use the 6400 because
that's what you have.
I have. And I have an A6000 as well I can be using, but apparently the colors are just a little bit less. But yeah, it's a 4K into the computer. Yeah, John has extra cameras around because he uses them for photography for business. Now the lens, which is, I recommend this lens to be on the Sony. It is an a Sigma 16 millimeter. And it is absolutely amazing what this lens can do. This lens, I use it for real estate, use it for this. It is magical. So I think if you're going to do a live stream, it would just be good microphone, which, we use the Blue Yeti here. But there are other microphones you can get now, even on top of the computer.
Well, this one was awesome.
We used that for the funeral.
That's what we used in Canada.
Here, I'll show this. This is, I think, about 100 American. And it just sits on the table, and it gets 180 degrees.
Yeah, that's what we used when we were in Canada. When we were doing our morning coffees in Canada, that's what we used. And this other one that he uses, if it's big and heavy, so we decided not to bring it with us. He wanted to.
I did.
He wanted to bring it all.
I did, but
more lights and. Yeah, it is. John spends a lot on his cameras to make sure that the pictures look good. So
yeah, well, for the live streaming, the fact that people use the video cameras that are in the laptops, etc., they're horrible. We have a brand new gaming PC or laptop, and the image is terrible.
It's not terrible. It's just not as good as what we're used to with the camera.
So when you do this, then your live streams they pop.
Yeah.
So it is really what everybody should do is get a camera that makes sure that it has a clean output on the 4K or whatever. It just has to make sure that you don't see the 100 ISO, yada, yada, yada.
So you're right, Marty. It was a geek question. Thank you for...
Yeah, I've seen some people that do some live streams that are absolutely stunning. And I do want to get more equipment here. If you saw this, it's all wires.
It's just a mess.
And behind, it's just a mess. Oh, there, pass me that. That's my A6000 right there. So this is the A6000. I use the A6400. It almost looks identical.
This is the older one, right?
Yeah, this is the older one. And this will work just as good as that one. And you can get these now.
Even this little guy would work.
That's what we used in Canada.
Yeah. So this is the other camera. Comes in this cool little leather case.
So this is as good or very close to as good as a DSLR. And when I go into museums here, when you have a DSLR, they're like, oh, you can't take that in here. But when I bring this, they're like, oh, that is
Look
adorable.
at that cute little camera.
You can take pictures all day long. This thing puts out incredible photos.
Yeah.
And this now is like 5 years old. And this is the RX100 Mark IV. And I think they're up to the 8 or 9 now.
That's what I took to Peru, right?
Yeah,
that one?
Exactly. So
and it's nice and light and easy. That one I really like.
And it has a clean video out. So that is what I put the $30 thing on. And that's what we did in Canada. I mean, it's not as good as this, because this, I think we get down to an aperture of 1.4, which really makes the background blurry and makes us pop. And it has a very shallow depth of
we
field.
didn't have the space to do that at the other house anyway, so at my mom's, so it didn't matter. But anyways, so there you go.
Yeah, so right here, I've got
geek answers for you.
I've got cameras right here that I'm not using.
Cameras everywhere.
Yeah, I think I've probably got now, for photos, probably 6 or 7 cameras.
And he uses one. Actually, he doesn't even use them.
Well, I use the RX4. Like,
But
even
most
after
of the
5
time-
years, it is amazing what that thing can do.
Most of the time, though, you're pulling your photos out of the Matterport. So
Yeah,
you're
for the
not even
houses.
hardly doing photos anymore.
The Matterport is
Good
magical.
morning, Tirsa.
The Matterport is magical because with that, I can take 120, 110 meg images, and then it uploads it to the cloud. And then from there, I can actually go in and take pictures. And I can take all the photos for a house from my Matterport scan, so I don't have to go in with a camera again. Now, obviously, the quality is going to be better if I go in and take them with my camera. But sometimes the Matterport is good enough.
John, you're a freak of photos. He does like his photos. Hi, Terry.
Hello,
How is
Terry.
Kent?
Yes. Cutie P. Tootie's grandchildren smile. A really nice picture quality, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can come over and see the system that we have here. I just upgraded my CPU, and that box right over there is like 2,500 to 3,000 American. It is a kick butt system, and it's got 12 cores with 24 threads. So for video editing, it really kicks butt now. It really is very nice. And I've got a decent video card, not one that I'm terribly pleased with, but it's good enough.
It'll work. It'll do.
Because you can get now a $600 or $100 or $1,000 video card, and that thing will just churn your video. But this uses very, very little video computing processing. Mm-hmm. Using live video, maybe a four core CPU is good enough with 8 gigs to 16 gigs, and you can go all day long with this. Now, when you're doing video editing, different world completely. You need a powerful computer. Kent is slowly healing from the kidney infection, but now his hip, I've got massive hip pain right now on both sides. It doesn't matter. So I got to go to the chiropractor and find out what's going on.
You're out of whack.
I don't know. I hope so. I hope that's it.
So,
yeah, this getting old thing just sucks. And getting old heavier, not good, because you're put wear and tear on all of the joints. And it's not the fun joints like in Canada.
So does Rob. Yeah, I remember Rob complaining about his hip pain.
Yep. Taylor is bringing her chair. Come and watch.
We bought a little pink folding beach chair for her. And she likes, she's got the little toy on it.
So I think we're going to say goodbye so that way Christie can play with her granddaughter, because normally her granddaughter is enamored with the television.
But you know what? Normally I give her the little tablet. Today she's on the big TV, so she can't change. She has a attention span like her grandfather. And so she likes to just flip through videos. Can I see her? Taylor, come here for a sec.
Yeah, we're going to get her one.
Hey,
She's going to come say goodbye.
Can you come say goodbye?
Come say goodbye. She's coming.
Come here, you little pokeroo.
She likes her time, though.
Can you tell everybody hello and goodbye?
Say bye-bye. So, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Like, really, have an amazing weekend. Even with COVID, all the other crap going on, have an amazing weekend.
All right, you guys, take care. Have a good one.
Yeah.
We will...
Thanks, Marty.
We'll probably be on sometime 4:30, 5 o'clock today from Suka, just to say hello and make y'all jealous about the beach. Because even on a rainy day, it's still beautiful here.
It is.
And
that's it.
And yeah, that's it. We're done.
All right, guys. Bye, guys. Have a good one.